Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more CSGO news. As always, my name is Jake. All of today's stories will be timestamped down below. Also down below is a giveaway for a factory new gut knife tiger tooth. It's free to enter if you guys want to enter that. But also on top of that, I'm going to pass a question to all of you guys watching because I've seen a few comments, very few comments. You guys have been doing amazing, leaving a lot of likes, very few dislikes. But I do want you guys to comment down below if you have the time. Do I talk about rumors in CSGO? Obviously, currently we're in the middle of a roster mania. There's many rumors out there, much speculation as to who's going where, and a few of you guys did comment on last episode saying, Jake, maybe you shouldn't talk about rumors, only talk about it when it's finalized. I myself really enjoy talking about rumors, but if you guys don't want me to, leave a comment down below what you enjoy hearing or talking about when it comes to these videos, and I would gladly enjoy your guys' feedback. On top of that though, and biggest news today is the future of ESL Pro League Season 9, of course, starting next season or early 2019, will be a brand new format, guys. Of course, articles will be linked down below for all of you confused by this brand new format. I think a general step in the right direction because all of the matchups will now be on LAN. They're going to be offline events or on LAN, and we all know those teams out there, like the old Virtus Pro lineup. They were known to be a LAN team. Every time they played online, they were a lesser team, or they were like a brand new team when they showed up to compete at tournaments. Obviously, not so much nowadays, but everyone else out there has their online teams, right? Teams who actually compete very well online. They show up to LAN and they're not a very good team. This is going to be bringing out the best talent out there, and that's actually one of the big steps forward for this new format, guys. Every single matchup, as well as the finals, will be on LAN. So that's great to see. One minor setback, I would say, though, probably the biggest negative of this entire format. Of course, we have our three primary regions. It will be Europe, the Americas, as well as the Asian Pacific region. Those are all going to have 4 groups combined. Unfortunately enough, though, they will have groups of teams, and those teams will be grouped initially in the preliminary stages based off world rankings. So as you can imagine, whenever they actually group these teams together, there could be changes to those rosters afterwards, and you could have a team who is, of course, ranked higher than they should have been, lower than they should have been, and this will definitely make for groups of death. And there will certainly, especially when it comes to the European side of things, there will be groups that are full of great teams and amazing teams, and other groups that maybe are full of some lesser teams, and I'm sure we're going to see complaints about that. That's the only real bad problem I have with this entire format. Whenever you group teams based off world rankings, and those world rankings can fluctuate quite a bit, we're going to see groups of death probably in each region. But aside from that, I love the brand new format because the main focus of this, you guys all know the problem about this oversaturation. This keeps each region only competing for ESL Pro League at a certain point in time. It's not a weekly occurrence no matter what anymore, which is a great step forward. I cannot wait to see how other leagues hopefully take off with this. Maybe ECS will join as well, because we all know eventually with ESL Pro League, whether it's on Facebook or not, you're not going to catch every single matchup, because when you see Mouse Sports and FaZe Clan and Na'Vi and SK, MiBR, SK, I guess not anymore or currently, but you see all the top teams in the world play every single week, it loses its notoriety, it loses its specialty. So I cannot wait to see. They're going to be playing each region at different times throughout the season, and it will not be near as frequent, which I love. That's going to be a great step forward as well. Of course, besides the group of death, alongside with that though, for the European side of things, guys, it'll be the winner of each preliminary group. So we're going to have 4 groups at each preliminary stage. I'm going to try and explain it to you guys. It'll be linked down below if you get a little bit confused. For the European side, the preliminary stage winners will advance to the finals, and on top of that, for the second stage, the winners and second place teams will also make the finals. When you go to North America, the winners of the preliminary stage will go to the finals, and only the winners of the secondary stage will also go to the finals. And also for Asian Pacific, guys, it will be only the winners of the secondary stage. So when it comes to Asian Pacific, they only get those 2 winners, those 2 teams to go to the finals. When it comes to America, they get their 4 preliminary winners as well as their second winners of the secondary stage. And when it comes to Europe, they get their 4 preliminary winners as well as their first and second place finishers, so another 4 teams in the secondary stage for 8 teams total. If I said that too fast, read the article down below. There will be a total of 8 European teams, 6 American teams, that does include Latin America, and only 2 Asian teams will go through, for a grand total, guys, of 16 teams as per usual at the finals. I think an overall giant step in the right direction. The only big downside, besides of course the groups being ranked off world ranking, is this will all still be streamed on Facebook. And also last night was actually a pretty big update, but it was also pretty small. For all you 10-year veterans, it was a great update because we finally have a 10-year veteran coin. I think an underrated update. I am not a 10-year vet, but I'm excited for all of you guys who actually are. I'm sure plenty of you guys are, or at least 5-year vets. So a brand new coin for all of you, and it looks pretty cool. Along with looking pretty cool is our 2019 service medal. A quick reminder, it only takes level 40 to get that. Once you achieve level 40, guys, go ahead and hit that reset button, and at the end of 2019, you'll get your 2019 service medal. So I'm excited to unlock that myself. it looks, you know, like the other ones, pretty cool, but a pretty sufficient update in terms of some other things out there, because some things did go wrong. Of course, we did get Snowballs. That's the gameplay I've been showing you guys. I'm already I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of the Snowballs already. I wish there was a way to drop those in deathmatch lobbies, because all last night, if you guys knew about this, maybe it was just the lobbies I joined, it was a peace treaty. Every time I actually used a rifle, they kicked me, and I kept it up for a while. There were 3 or 4 death matches where all I did was throw snowballs for 40 minutes straight, and when I wanted to shoot a gun, I got kicked for it. So we can end that peace treaty as soon as possible. I think the Snowballs are, you know, they're cool. You know, they're cool. It was a unique update for once, alongside, of course, chickens are now in their Christmas sweaters. But most importantly, a huge FPS issue has now hit CSGO. We have several pro players taking to Twitter about this. I know a couple of you guys DM me about this, and all over Reddit, we do have huge FPS issues. A lot of pro players saying their FPS issues are, you know, a new set of lower locked FPSs. What used to be 200 is now locked at 160, which means you're dropping, you know, typically down to even below 100 if it's locked at 160. So it's pretty crazy so far. Not exactly sure what the entire issue is, but there are many players out there having similar FPS issues so far. Hopefully will be fixed very soon. A minor update last night, guys, has seemingly put CSGO a few steps back. And also, very lastly, guys, if I'm not going to talk about rumors, I'll leave this video again for you guys to comment down below. I would love to talk about rumors in every episode, because I like hearing your guys' feedback. So if I can do that, you know, leave a comment down below. If you don't want me to, please be honest though. This is an open forum. But very lastly, in terms of not rumors, actually confirmed by ESPN, and it will be MiBR acquiring Felps to their roster as their new fifth member, pretty much becoming now MiBR 2019 will be SK 2017. I'm excited to see where these guys can go. I gave you my thoughts and opinions on this move as of last video, which I think is definitely probably a move in the right direction, as they will have a new coach in Zeus as well. I think the roster has high potential, but I also thought Tarek and Stewie had very high potential. So I think the roster right now is in a bit of a limbo. I'm excited to see what these guys can do before our next major. But as always, my name is Jake. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, which came out a bit later than usual, but I'll be back here tomorrow morning talking about plenty of stuff, because there is so much potential for news out here this week, including, if you guys did see Simple's tweet, I know this is actually a rumor, so I'm not going to put in the title, but can you imagine, he's probably just kidding around, but can you imagine FaZe Simple if he does replace Kerrigan on the roster? Oh my, that'd be nuts. Anyway, I'm going to go, and you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you guys are. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Goodbye.